All right, we're going to try out Prime Vocal by Sonible today, which I'm interested in because I'm a musician and I'm a voice actor, and I'm in this studio a lot. Now, it is a treated studio, so I'm not looking for reverb to be removed, but I do have my AC unit up there on quite a lot because I'm in here all day. And I'm currently using something called Hush to get rid of the noise, but it also does reverb. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a recording with the AC on. I'm going to do a recording in my bathroom over there, so there's some reverb as well. And I'm going to throw it in Prime Vocal. I'm going to throw it in Hush, and we're just going to see what the results sound like. Let me just start by showing the plugins themselves. So starting with Sonible's Prime Vocal, I'm using the standalone version of this because Ableton doesn't have ARA support yet. So if you are trying to get this plugin, it does not work as a VST3 in some DAWs, like mine. But you do get this standalone plugin. So I have these 3 different tests in here, and basically you just throw audio in, it's going to analyze it, and then you have noise reduction control, room reduction control, vocal cleanup, spectral balance, dynamics. And then if you go in noise reduction, you can go per band and dial that in as you see fit. Just for the sake of today's demo, going back and forth between audios, I'm not going to be playing it within the plugin. I exported all 3 of these files, and I went through each of these settings and I set them to what I thought sounded best in the plugin. Now Hush, which I'm going to be using as a comparison, looks like this. And it's a really, really simple plugin. So we have a lot less control with this plugin, but I think it is currently the best thing out yet. You have a mix knob, and that's pretty much it. So all you do in this plugin is you drag in the audio that needs cleanup, and you set a destination folder for that cleaned up file. That's it. Really simple. Not a lot of control, obviously, but it works. So let's take a listen to the first audio example, the most crazy one, which is the bathroom test. So this one has lots of reverb, lots of noise. The original sounds like this. Our intelligent vocal enhancer is here. Whether you are recording vocals in your apartment, a hotel suite, or a rehearsal room, with Prime Vocal, you'll make your tracks sound as if they've been recorded and treated in a professional studio. So starting with Prime Vocal by Sonible, this is what it sounds like. Our intelligent vocal enhancer is here. Whether you are recording vocals in your apartment, a hotel suite, or a rehearsal room, with Prime Vocal, you'll make your tracks sound as if they've been recorded and treated in a professional studio. All right, let's listen to Hush's version of that. Our intelligent vocal enhancer is here. Whether you are recording vocals in your apartment, a hotel suite, or a rehearsal room, with Prime Vocal, you'll make your tracks sound as if they've been recorded and treated in a professional studio. Okay, so Prime was full of artifacts. That was not a good first test. I liked Hush much better in that one, especially it left my low mids alone, which I tried adjusting in there to get more low mids, but it ended up letting too much of the room back in when I had the low mids in there. Hush definitely wins that one. Let me just go back and forth between them. Our intelligent vocal enhancer is here. Whether you are recording vocals in your apartment, a hotel suite, or a rehearsal room, with Prime Vocal, you'll make your tracks sound as if they've been recorded and treated in a professional studio. Yeah, that's not a question. That goes to Hush. So let's go to the second example. So this one is just going to be noise. This is what it typically sounds like when I have the AC on behind me. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. Available as standalone software and ARA plugin, Prime Vocal is packed with features that will transform demo sketches or vocals recorded under less than ideal circumstances into commercial standard audio, ready for mixing. Okay, so you could hear that AC behind there. It's a low rumble. It's got kind of a full spectrum noise, lows, mids, and highs. Let's take a listen to Prime. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. Available as standalone software and ARA plugin, Prime Vocal is packed with features that will transform demo sketches or vocals recorded under less than ideal circumstances into commercial standard audio, ready for mixing. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm using a nice mic and I'm in a studio and I'm just looking for that noise, which it said like light noise like a refrigerator. That's light noise. It's not very loud. It's full of artifacts again. And again, I'm losing a lot of the low mids of my voice in this. It just sounds thinner, and I also feel like it sounds more sibilant, which is weird. Let's listen to Hush. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio-quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. Available as standalone software and ARA plugin, Prime Vocal is packed with features that will transform demo sketches or vocals recorded under less than ideal circumstances into commercial standard audio, ready for mixing. Okay, so again, just blew it out of the water. Hush did pretty much exactly like I would record if I had the AC off with this. It got rid of the noise, but I don't know if you could hear. If you listen here, it retains the breath, which is really interesting. So it's not like a gate to get rid of the noise. Available as standalone software and ARA plugin. Prime. So it just does a damn good job at noise. But there's no reverb in this one. So noise reduction definitely going to Hush. For reverb and noise was going to Hush. Let's just see if this is something that if you got a track back and it had printed reverb on it, could you remove that reverb in a good way, the room sound or noise sound? So this is the same noise file, but with Valhalla reverb on it. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. Available as standalone software and ARA plugin. Okay, so let's go to Prime Vocal. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. Okay, again, I'm hearing the fan completely still and a lot of artifacts from that reverb removal. Let's go to Hush. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. You guys hear that? That's crazy to me. Wow. Okay. Let's go back and forth between these two. This one is a serious test. Prime Vocal lets you achieve world-class studio quality vocals, regardless of your recording environment. Available as standalone software and ARA plugin, Prime Vocal is packed with features that will transform demo sketches or vocals recorded under less than ideal circumstances into commercial standard audio, ready for mixing. Yeah, no, Hush just destroys this. This plugin sucks. I love Sonible, not trying to hate on you guys. You rushed this out or something because it's still in beta, which doesn't make sense. Why are we buying a plugin that's in beta? I didn't buy it. This is just the trial. I will not be buying it. If you thought this sounded great, go ahead and buy it. I think it sounded like crap. Way better options out there. I think this is like over $100, maybe like $119. Let's check the prices. Okay, so the intro price for Sonible Prime Vocal is $119, and that is coming with a plugin that does not work in Ableton. So keep that in mind. It might not work in your DAW currently. And this is just the intro pricing. I think it goes up to $179 after. Let me look up Hush app pricing. So a license is $90 for the version of Hush I'm using. I think I paid $50. So they raised it a little bit more, but still you're getting this for $30 cheaper and it works so much better. And I'm now seeing, should have done it with it, there's Hush Pro, which is an AAX. So this might only work in Pro Tools, which I don't use. But you've got voice, reverb, noise reduction plugin. So that's pretty cool. Not just standalone. This one's going to be a plugin that works in Pro Tools. So neither of these work as a plugin for my DAW, but I guess this is a fair test to be trying their standalone versions versus each other. And Hush totally destroys it for me. How much are they charging for the Hush Pro? $250. Okay, so that's steeper, although you have way more control. I still would get the Hush Pro over the Sonible Prime Vocal. It's not for me. Don't recommend. We'll give it a, that's a hard one. Just for what it does, price aside, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. I think like it is better than a few things I've tried, but it's on the lower list of those. As far as with the price in it, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. It works. It's not a 1 out of 10 because it works okay, but those artifacts. And maybe I'm doing something wrong. You can roast me in the comments if I'm doing something wrong. But I don't think I did.